In this lesson, we'll take a look at the sphere light. First, let's open the asset editor, and in the light list, let's be sure to delete the existing rectangle light. Click in SketchUp and you notice it goes away. Then click on the sphere light icon. With the sphere light, if you get a view so you can see right down next to the chair, click once and begin to move your mouse and notice that you're setting the size of the sphere as you move your mouse up or down. Click to finish setting that sphere light. Then take the select tool and then the move tool and move it up next to the chair like so, and click back on your Scene tab. Then click on the Interactive Render to preview what we've done. You'll see that the sphere light is similar to the plane light in that it's a visible surface emitting the light, except for instead of being a plane, it's wrapped around a sphere. Back over in the Asset Editor, let's fly out the menu for the sphere light, and you'll see we have three options. We've already covered color and intensity with the plane light, but you go ahead and play with those one more time here. Notice how those changes affect the lighting in the scene. A third option here we have is units. The default or scalar option is the first, and you can see there's others we'll cover in just a moment. For the default option, note that when you click on the color swatch and you adjust the luminance of the color you've selected, it will change the power of the light emitted. So a darker luminance or lower luminance will dim the light, and a brighter or lighter luminance will add more light back into the scene. That's because the default option multiplies the luminance and the intensity to come up with the final result. This is only the case with the default option. With all of the other options, the color is normalized such that changes in the luminance will not change the light power. So if you switch to the second option here for luminous power, and then you go to switch the color, you can see for yourself that changing the luminance does not change the power of the light. In lumens mode, the light power is measured in lumens. So if you wanted to mimic a standard 100 watt light bulb, the intensity would be about 1500 lumens. Next, switch this down to watts mode, or radiant power. With watts mode, but you need to keep in mind here that a typical 100 watt light bulb, while it may be consuming that many watts, it's usually only emitting 2 or 3 watts as visible light. For the last two options, click the menu and you'll see that luminance and radiance are both calculated in either lumens or watts per square meter per steradium. So for both, the size of the light matters. Smaller lights will emit less light, and larger lights will emit more. Let's go ahead and try this out by clicking on the radiance. You'll notice now things are much more dim because this is factoring in the current size of the light. So let's change the intensity so that we can see more here. Now let's see how changes in the size of the light affect this. So I'll move the frame buffer down a bit. In SketchUp, edit the light component, select it, choose your scale tool, and try scaling the light down. You'll need to update your interactive render by stopping it and then restarting it so that you can see the change. Notice how much less light is now in the scene. We can try the same thing making the light bigger. So again, edit the light component and scale it up. And to see those changes, stop and restart the interactive render. Now there's much more light. Back over in the Vray Asset Editor, click on the options, and let's check the box next to Invisible. This allows us to see the light, but not the light source, in the final rendering.